What is up, everybody? Hope you guys had an outstanding Memorial Day weekend and you got to spend it with friends and family and doing something you really love. Sorry about the shaky camera work there, but listen, I want to talk to you real quick about an opportunity with kayak bass fishing that I think you should take a chance on if you're even slightly interested in tournament fishing. Now, one of the things that I said I'm going to do here is change the balance, right? I want to get back to the fun fishing stuff. But to be honest with you, one of the most fun fishing things we offer through KBF is kind of a hybrid between fishing in a tournament and just fishing for fun, and that is the Kayak Bass Fishing State Challenge Series. What's cool about it is you win money, you have a good shot at qualifying for the Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship for 2021. The Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship for 2020 is already locked, but you can still qualify to fish in the Kayak Bass Fishing Challenge Series Championship. And if you really want to challenge yourself, go fish in the KBF Trail. I'll be heading to Table Rock this weekend where we have 2 trail events. And just want to say this. I understand that tournament fishing isn't for everybody. But what's cool about the Challenge Series, and in particular the State Challenge Series, is you really get to gauge yourself against other anglers in your state. But it's more about challenging yourself to be a better angler than it is competing with the other anglers in the event. So again, you could do that by yourself. You don't necessarily need, to fish in a challenge series, but I'm going to link up TourneyX in the description box below. And if you've ever thought about tournament competition and you say to yourself, man, what do I got to do to get started? And a lot of you guys do say that to me. You ask me, what do I have to do? Or what do you recommend for getting started in fishing kayak fishing tournaments? So there's 2 things that I recommend. First and foremost is check out the kayakbassfishing.com partner page, or just search for kayak fishing groups in your area. Hook up with one of those groups and fish in their events. Even if they're not a KBF partner, to be honest with you, any group that is organizing events is a great way to meet local anglers in your area. It's also a good way to hook up and demo kayaks from folks, that you may not have access to because there's no local dealer, so on and so forth. And you'll learn a lot from those groups. So there's nothing like being part of a really good group of guys and gals that get out and share the camaraderie of kayak fishing, which is why when I go to Table Rock this weekend, I'm also going to head over and hook up with the guys from Oklahoma Kayak Anglers. I wasn't able to make it to Fort Gibson last weekend, but I've got the time this week and the travel things kind of lining up. So I'm going to go over there and hang out with those guys and fish and maybe even participate in one of their little Tuesday night events. But so again, I get this question all the time. If I'm looking to get started into kayak tournaments, what would you recommend? The easiest way to learn it is to participate in the State Challenge Series. Kayak Bass Fishing hosts that on TourneyX. But the cool thing about it is you're qualifying for something bigger, right? You're qualifying to fish in the event that's the Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship, because it's the triple threat this year. It's the Trail Series Championship, Challenge Series Championship, and National Championship. Last year, there was over $40,000 up for grabs in the State Challenge Series Championship, the Challenge Series Championship, which we hosted in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And I'll put a link in the description box below to see that, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what these events are like. This year, it's going to be on Guntersville, Alabama, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's going to end the season with all of our big events combined into one. Awesome fellowship, awesome fun. The biggest event in kayak fishing, the world's largest payout, all that good stuff. But really what I'm focusing on this year is getting back to the basics of kayak fishing. I want to do some more educational stuff, more youth fishing. But anyway, I finally get the trailer loaded up. I get the kayaks loaded up, and I get to go out and create content like I used to, and just go beat it up for a week. I'm going to go beat it up for a week. I come back home. The weekend after that, we are headed to Knoxville, Tennessee. We've got a trail event on Knoxville, Tennessee. And one of the things that we're doing because of COVID-19 is we're actually doubling up every event. So because we know people have travel restrictions, this weekend on Table Rock, there's a Saturday event and a Sunday event. And then also there is a Saturday and Sunday event next weekend, the following weekend, June 6th weekend. You can learn more about all of this at kayakbassfishing.com/schedule. That's not the purpose of this video unless you're really wanting to kind of take it to that next level. And then one last exciting announcement is that I'm going to be hooking up with Johnny Schultz from Fish the Moment. Now, I've got to say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this kid, and I say kid because he's the same age as my son almost, is one of the most intelligent, cerebral anglers and has a better way of articulating his use of electronics and mapping and technology than anybody that I've ever seen. Anybody. I'm talking pros. This kid is phenomenal. we have, communicated, and I'm going to head over and teach him about kayak fishing. And I'm probably going to learn a lot about electronics, because to be honest with you, I'm good enough with my electronics that I've gotten by and I've done really well. But they say that good is the enemy of great. So I want to take my electronics understanding from good to great, and I want to share that with you. So I'm putting together an in-depth series of kayak fishing electronics, and then I'm going to be sharing and recommending that you go check out Johnny's channel. He also does private lessons and a whole bunch of crazy stuff that I would have never even thought of. The kid is just one of the most intelligent anglers that I've ever met. I've watched his videos. It's one of those videos when the notification pops up, I can't not watch it, because I feel like I got smarter every time I watch his videos. So if you guys haven't done so yet, I'll link up his channel in the description box below. Anyway, guys, look, I'm rambling right now. I'm getting pumped up about getting on the road and getting back at it and really going hard for a week or so. Probably going to hook up with a couple of subscriber shout outs. If you didn't get a response from me on Instagram, then do me a favor. If I called you out in the last video, then shoot me a message on @ChadHooverFishing on Instagram. Let's get connected. That way I can get your cell phone number. We can text, and I can make sure that I know who you are, where you're from. And then what I'm going to start doing, guys, is I'm going to start doing shout outs when I'm heading somewhere, and then try to do something about halfway, do something at the location, and then do something on the way back. That way I can hook up and fish with more of you guys throughout the season, throughout the year, and on an ongoing basis, because honestly, it's the most fun type of fishing that I get to do, and I think that you guys will enjoy it as much as I do. And I don't look at it as you want a fishing trip with me. I look at it as I want an opportunity, or I got an opportunity to go fishing with you guys. I think everybody gets better when you share experiences and opportunities and learning and excitement and all that good stuff. So that's what kayak fishing is all about. I'm trying to get back to that part of it. But if you want to try competitive kayak fishing, start with fishing in a local group, and at the same time, check out the kayakbassfishing.com state challenge series hosted on TourneyX. I'll put the link in the description box. Y'all smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out some of my other videos, and I'll be bringing y'all some fishing action real soon. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can't make it happen. This is really the essence of what kayak fishing is all about. This is my kayak. Get yourself one. There he is. Yeah! Look at that tank! Fish on! Oh my God! Good night! Oh yeah!